Let's turn to news now from Botswana. The country has deployed 296 troops to Mozambique to fight an insurgency in the Cabo Delgado province. Countries of the Southern African Development Community, or SADC, are sending troops for the first time to quell the growing insurgency. Botswana becomes the second SADC nation to send troops after South Africa. Meanwhile, Rwanda, which is not part of the regional 16-member bloc, sent 1,000 troops earlier this month. Well, let's bring you more on this now. We go to Mozambique for a clearer picture of what all this means for the country. We're joined via Zoom by Professor Adriano Norunga, the Director of the Center for Democracy and Development. Professor, thank you so much for your time. To begin with, just help us understand the scale of the insurgency that is currently taking place in Cabo Delgado, just in terms of violence and displacement. What are these troops from SADC preparing to face?
Thank you very much. The violent extremism in northern Mozambique is a major problem. It is creating unprecedented level of havoc in Cabo Delgado, with humanitarian crisis, with about 800 IDPs which are poorly assisted, and from the military aspect, from the last attack to the Palma town, it seems that violent extremist organization, it has been growing in capacity and also in coordination capacity as well. So we expect that the SADC and Rwandan forces coming to support Mozambique, they will have hard work to get the region militarily stabilized.
And Professor, I mean, as you've mentioned, it's troops from SADC as well as Rwanda. What does this regional military intervention actually mean for Mozambique and the people of the country, but of course as well as the government itself in working with regional partners?
It's a mix of excitement and concern. Excitement because for the first time people see that neighboring countries, including the Rwandese, are coming to support Mozambique to fight the violent extremist organization, which is sitting in the world-class gas reserve in that area, which is a unique opportunity for Mozambique to develop the nation and the region. But it means militarization of Cabo Delgado. And militarization might not necessarily be the solution for northern Cabo Delgado. Looking at the root causes of the problem, which speak to governance failure, which speak to extractivism without development, marginalization, and disenfranchisement of the population, including the young people, we thought that military intervention should be in the region to allow larger scale humanitarian assistance, including returning of IDPs to their areas, but more importantly, governance fixed, set right to address the root causes of the problem. So it's a mix of excitement and concern, also including the issue of human rights, because if you look at the different nations, there are different military cultures and different operating codes. That might also mean that coordination is going to be a challenge, and Mozambique, as it does not have the capacity to deal with the situation, it will also have challenges in coordinating different nations, and that might also mean competition from these countries.